Good Friday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. The Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife has announced restrictions in eastern Washington on certain outdoor activities, including campfires, to reduce wildfire risk on state wildlife and water access areas. Legislators for Washington's 13th district will hold a series of in-person town halls next week, including stops in Moses Lake and Quincy. Unseasonably hot temperatures expected tomorrow and Sunday with the heat advisory in place. I'll let you know how hot we'll get coming up in weather. A Snohomish County man who recently served 3 years for felony DUI was arrested again this week outside Waterville after allegedly causing a wreck and fleeing from police while intoxicated. Douglas County Sheriff's deputies arrested John Clifton Moore Jr. on Monday north of Waterville after he allegedly fled from a Highway 2 traffic stop in a red Hyundai and refused to stop for state troopers while traveling east through Wenatchee. Police say the 46-year-old mower then walked away from the accident scene and had to be overpowered with a taser. He remains held in the Chelan County Jail, charged in Douglas County with felony DUI, eluding police, and driving with a suspended license, among other charges. The Grant County Sheriff's Office will have an increased show of force this weekend at the Gorge Amphitheater 3 weeks after 2 people were killed and others wounded in a shooting at a nearby campground. Sheriff Joe Crete said personnel numbers will be increased both at the concert venue and in surrounding campgrounds and parking areas. On Thursday, deputies investigated after a trespasser inside one of the Gorge campgrounds allegedly mentioned explosives while being removed by security. No evidence of explosives or firearms were found, and the man was ordered not to return to the venue. The Dead End Company are scheduled to play a sold-out show at the Gorge tonight and on Saturday. The Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife has announced restrictions in eastern Washington on certain outdoor activities to reduce wildfire risk on state wildlife and water access areas. Beginning today, restrictions prohibit visitors from making fires or campfires, discharging firearms for target shooting or other recreational purposes besides lawful hunting, smoking except for in a closed vehicle, welding and operating chainsaws, and operating a motor vehicle away from developed roads. There are some exceptions, with target shooting being permitted from sunrise to 10 a.m. That's through August 15th at the Methow and Asotin Creek shooting ranges. Personal camp stoves and lanterns fueled by propane or liquid petroleum are allowed. All restrictions will remain in effect until further notice, though the target shooting restriction will run through September 15th. When we come back, the Wenatchee Valley Chamber of Commerce has filled their open sports tourism coordinator position. The Wenatchee Area Disabled American Veterans are hosting a town hall and claims clinic for military veterans who are not yet enrolled in VA health care. The Chelan County Noxious Weed Control Board will be conducting annual weed surveying efforts through much of July, focusing on those pesky goat heads. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
It's Click It RV's lowest price guarantee sale going on now at your neighborhood Click It RV.
Be a winner like me and get the Click It RV.
With 0 down and no payments till September, now is the time to own your dream RV.
Get to Click It RV now. Are you going to be mad, bro?
Get never before deep discounts on trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and motorhomes. Plus the best selection, highest trade-in values ever, and a lifetime warranty. Nobody beats the discounts at Click It RV.
I'm Richard Sherman, and we guarantee it.
On Frontage Road.
Hi everybody, Dan Kuntz alongside Jesse Coble from Alpine Air. We're switching from the cold of winter to the heat of summer. That can put a lot of stress in your HVAC unit.
Yeah, it really can, Dan. I would recommend that you get a maintenance. It can catch any potential problems that you might have during the peak of summer. And it's just a good idea to do on all season changes.
Great idea, good advice. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. Thanks, Jesse.
Thank you.
Enjoy the sounds of summer from your very own pool and spa. Blue Lagoon is now scheduling pool installations for this summer. Call today to schedule a free consultation for a custom San Juan fiberglass pool. And let the experts at Blue Lagoon handle the construction, installation, and regular maintenance. Turn your boring backyard into vacation paradise this summer with industry-leading San Juan pool. No need to go off the deep end. Relax knowing you're in great hands with Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa.
The Wenatchee Valley Chamber of Commerce has filled their open sports tourism coordinator position. Jason Grover has been tapped to fill the role that will operate within the Chamber's Visit Wenatchee team to assist in tourism efforts. In his role, he'll work to attract and promote sports and outdoor recreation activities and create positive economic growth for the region by providing support and coordination to events and programs. One of the first initiatives of the sports tourism coordinator role will be to help facilitate and support efforts of the regional sports complex. The Chamber said that Grover's knowledge, skills, and experience will greatly benefit the growth and success of Wenatchee Valley sports tourism. The Wenatchee Area Disabled American Veterans are hosting a town hall and claims clinic for military veterans who are not yet enrolled in VA health care or could be eligible for additional disability compensation. There's a nationwide deadline of August 9th for veterans to enroll in VA and ensure that their PACT Act enrollment includes retroactive benefits dated back to August of 2022. The PACT Act is an initiative that secures health care and benefits for any veteran who was exposed to toxic substances, including airborne hazards, burn pits, and Agent Orange while on active duty. The event will feature formal presentations by state executive leadership and one-on-one opportunities for veterans to file a claim or have questions answered about VA benefits and toxic screenings. The workshop-style town hall will be held from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. next Thursday, July 13th at the Wenatchee Veterans Hall. The Chelan County Noxious Weed Control Board will be conducting annual weed surveying efforts through much of July, focusing on puncture vine infestations. Puncture vines, or goat heads, are often found on dry or gravelly sites and spread along the ground, forming mats of stems. Chelan County Noxious Weed Control staff will be wearing bright yellow vests that read Noxious Weed, driving in marked county vehicles, visiting properties that were contacted last year for infestations. New locations will also be recorded and landowners will be notified of requirement to remove plants. The county says their main priority is to educate people about the noxious weeds and their impacts. Legislators for Washington's 13th District will hold a series of in-person town halls next week, including stops in Moses Lake and Quincy. State Senator Judy Warnick and Representatives Tom Dent and Alex Ybarra will visit sites in Yakima, Cle Elum, and Ellensburg on Monday and Tuesday. The Wednesday events will be at 4 p.m. at Big Bend Community College in Moses Lake, and then at 7 p.m. at the offices of the Port of Quincy. The lawmakers plan to provide updates on legislative activities and take questions and input from the public. Coming up next in tonight's feature story, Jefferson Robbins wraps up his conversation with the candidates running for Wenatchee mayor. Sweltering hot tomorrow and on Sunday with the heat advisory in place before cooler temperatures and the possibility of thunderstorms arrive on Monday. I'll have all the details in your complete North Central Washington weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
It's Click It RV's lowest price guarantee sale going on now at your neighborhood Click It RV.
Be a winner like me and get the Click It RV.
With 0 down and no payments till September, now is the time to own your dream RV.
Get to Click It RV now. Are you going to be mad, bro?
Get never before deep discounts on trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and motorhomes. Plus the best selection, highest trade-in values ever, and a lifetime warranty. Nobody beats the discounts at Click It RV.
I'm Richard Sherman, and we guarantee it.
On Frontage Road.
Hi everybody, Dan Kuntz alongside Jesse Coble from Alpine Air. We're switching from the cold of winter to the heat of summer. That can put a lot of stress in your HVAC unit.
Yeah, it really can, Dan. I would recommend that you get a maintenance. It can catch any potential problems that you might have during the peak of summer. And it's just a good idea to do on all season changes.
Great idea, good advice. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. Thanks, Jesse.
Thank you.
Enjoy the sounds of summer from your very own pool and spa. Blue Lagoon is now scheduling pool installations for this summer. Call today to schedule a free consultation for a custom San Juan fiberglass pool. And let the experts at Blue Lagoon handle the construction, installation, and regular maintenance. Turn your boring backyard into vacation paradise this summer with industry-leading San Juan pool. No need to go off the deep end. Relax knowing you're in great hands with Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa.
The three candidates for Wenatchee mayor are a developer, a real estate broker, and a current city council member. Only two of them will go on to the general election after primary voting ends on August 1st. NCWLIFE's Jefferson Robbins asked each of them the same simple question: what does a city owe to its citizens?
It's a simple question to answer in the sense of transparency, accountability, and giving the best you can give. Folks that decide to work for the city, it's a privilege. It comes with a lot of great benefits, healthcare, 401k. But you know, there's also a responsibility. You know, you have to give it the best you can. You have to be the best you can be, because you're representing people that are making a lot of money, and you're representing people that are barely getting by. And you have to really bring it all together. Today, I've been talking to, like I said, business owners. I've been down at the Mission. I've been talking to the guys at the transfer station, really to get an overview of what we have. And the good news is, because it's not all bad news, you know, we are where we are. I'm not going to criticize what I've seen in the past, but I am going to say we can make this place so much better, safer, and somewhere we can be proud of.
Transparency is one of those things people bring up, but the answer to transparency is engagement. And being engaged in the city on a daily basis like I am, I'm talking with people all the time, so I know what their concerns are. And it tends to be when a bureaucracy kind of runs itself within its inner circle and they lose touch a little bit with the community. On one hand, they say, yeah, we want the community engagement, but on the other hand, They really don't, because then it takes a lot more meetings and a lot more back and forth, and it slows the process. I think it's time that we really spend more time talking with the community and finding out exactly what they want and being their voice. Because too many times I hear that, you know, hey, the city did this or the city did that, and you know, they've never asked for any input from our organizations. So I really want to be able to work with, and collaborate is a big word. Need to collaborate with those other leaders in all the other areas of the community and work together on solutions.
To listen. We have responsibility to listen, to see what your priorities are, people that live in the city, but we also need to educate. And if you have, I'm going to go back because roads, if you have you don't agree with a certain road, there might be a reason for that. It might be because, well, gee, I'm sorry, that sewer line's 100 years old, and we stopped doing this a few years ago also, and that was something that I ask all the time before we pave a road. Okay, what's underneath that road? And if there's still old sewer lines, then we need to recognize that and say, nope, we got to skip that now. So even if everybody from the city said, I want this road paved right now, I would be like, okay, let's educate everybody and now see where you're at. So we have a responsibility to educate. We have a responsibility for outreach programs. We have a lot of responsibility, and it shouldn't be taken lightly.
Time now for our check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope the end of your week Friday was a good one. It was a toasty one out there today. Great shot of Lake Chelan from our Local-Tel Sky-Fi tower camera. We did still see a little bit of that wildfire haze from British Columbia, and some thunderclouds did develop around the afternoon, and thunderstorms are a possibility all around our viewing area, mainly to our north, and this will go through our evening hours where some of these storms could produce big-time outflow gust winds of 30 to 40 miles an hour. And we're talking in our viewing area, Omak, Winthrop, maybe Chelan, and then just west of the Wenatchee area. That's the area we're keeping our eye on through the night tonight. And I'll tell you what, we could see some heavy downpours of rain with any of those thunderstorms. But the big news right now, the heat. We got up to 96 unofficially today in Wenatchee, and that's 11 degrees above where we should be for this time of year at 85. Still just a little shy of our record, and that scorching hot summer of 2015, 100 our record back then. We started off the day at 68 degrees, so a very mild start. 60 is normal. 43 our record low, and that was set once again in 1971. Sunrise this morning 5:12, and sets for us tonight once again at 8:59. Let's get you into the weekend now and show you what we can expect temperature-wise for tomorrow. Heat advisory goes into effect around noon tomorrow, and that will run through Sunday. 100 degrees in the Columbia Basin from Quincy over into Moses Lake. 99 Wenatchee, Chelan, also Omak, and we will be very hot in even our upper elevations. Cashmere and Leavenworth in the upper 90s, and even 93 tomorrow if you're headed up for cooler weather in Lake Wenatchee. The reason, once again, large high pressure. It's off the Pacific, and that once again is bringing all of that warm air into Washington state. We'll stay that way tonight with low temperatures around 70 degrees. And you know what that means the next day. We are going to get hot. Clear skies up and down the west coast to kick off our weekend. Unseasonably hot with high temperatures right around that 100-degree mark. And that goes for a wide chunk of central and eastern Washington. Tri-Cities 105 tomorrow and maybe again on Sunday. Our Sunday, we'll feature a few more clouds. We are seeing a bit of an low pressure and some clouds moving in. Partly cloudy for Sunday, but still hot, with high temperatures in the mid and maybe even upper 90s. For Monday, then, we get a bit of a change. Notice our airflow coming down from the northwest. That'll bring some cooler air in and just that chance for thunderstorms. This is around noon on Monday, but with the clouds, it's going to keep our temperatures down into the upper 80s for Monday. and enjoy it, because we are going right back up again as we get you into Tuesday. Maybe a little bit breezy, all kinds of clear skies on Tuesday. High temperatures back up to around 90 degrees Tuesday. We're going up from there on Wednesday. Mostly sunny skies. It will be warmer. Highs on Wednesday midweek next week in the low 90s, back to a ridge and bringing in that warmer air. For Thursday, more of the same. We see some breezy conditions once again. This area of low pressure will really kick up the winds. It will be hot by the end of our forecast once again as we climb back in to those mid-90s. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. 69 overnight tonight, 99 tomorrow, sunny and hot. We have a heat advisory into Sunday. We will see a few more clouds, I believe, on Sunday, 96 degrees. Chance for thunderstorms and a bit cooler on Monday and 88, and then right back to the heat again next week. Tuesday, 90 degrees, 92 Wednesday, sunny and breezy on Thursday with a high temperature then of 94. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Dan Kuntz and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
It's Click It RV's lowest price guarantee sale going on now at your neighborhood Click It RV.
Be a winner like me and get to Click It RV.
With 0 down and no payments till September, now is the time to own your dream RV.
Get to Click It RV now. Are you gonna be mad, bro?
Get never before deep discounts on trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and motorhomes. Plus the best selection, highest trade-in values ever, and a lifetime warranty. Nobody beats the discounts at Click It RV.
I'm Richard Sherman, and we guarantee it.
On Frontage Road.
Hi everybody, Dan Kuntz alongside Jesse Coble from Alpine Air. We're switching from the cold of winter to the heat of summer. That can put a lot of stress in your HVAC unit.
Yeah, it really can, Dan. I would recommend that you get a maintenance. It can catch any potential problems that you might have during the peak of summer. And it's just a good idea to do on all season changes.
Great idea, good advice. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. Thanks, Jesse.
Thank you.
Enjoy the sounds of summer from your very own pool and spa. Blue Lagoon is now scheduling pool installations for this summer. Call today to schedule a free consultation for a custom San Juan fiberglass pool. And let the experts at Blue Lagoon handle the construction, installation, and regular maintenance. Turn your boring backyard into vacation paradise this summer with industry-leading San Juan pool. No need to go off the deep end. Relax knowing you're in great hands with Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa.
Eugenio Suarez had a couple of home runs and 3 RBIs. J.P. Crawford contributed a home run as well. And the Seattle Mariners knock off Houston last night, the final 5-1.
Kirby went 7 shutout. This is up the middle, another ground ball. Caballero with some range and a long throw. France is able to clean it up at first base for out number 2.
What a tremendous play by Jose Caballero.
2-out base runner for Jose Abreu. Boy, really handcuffs him up and out of the zone. Kirby strikes out Abreu and strands the walk. We played an inning scoreless in Houston. And that one is up all 4. So the former Astro draws a walk to lead off the second inning.
Suarez batting .223, .313 on base percentage, 9 homers.
High lift out to left field. This is back on its way. Gone. Home run. Eugenio Suarez checking in right away with a long one to left. And it's 2-0 Mariners.
365 feet. It's nearly 98 miles per hour off the bat.
Seattle, their number 9 hitter and second baseman. 1-2, swing and a miss. Caballero goes down on a slider. That's the 3rd strikeout for Blanco, and there's 1 out.
What a nice July for JP. 9 for 21 now. 4 doubles, a home run in the month. Here's the pitch.
J.P. Crawford smokes this on a line. Right field. Gone. Home run. J.P. Crawford tags it out of here. It's the Mariners' 2nd home run, and they extend the lead to 3-0.
J.P. Crawford has been on a tear since June the 10th, hitting .292 coming into the ball game. Now with 5 home runs, 14 runs scored, 6 doubles, and tearing the cover off the ball.
France struck out his first time up. In the air to center field, sending McCormick back, still back near the wall. Chaz puts it away in front of the wall for the final out of the inning. France slams his helmet down, gave that a good ride. Up on the mound, and the air out to center. McCormick having to cover some ground. He can't get there. Gino charging for second, and he gets in there with a slide safe with a double.
McCormick has to leave his feet trying to make this catch. He's not going to be able to get up in enough time to get him at second base, but Gino was hustling all the way around first base.
2 balls and a strike to Cal Raleigh. Tiptoeing, fair ball. Suarez is coming around third base. He's headed home, and Cal Raleigh brings home the Mariners' 4th run of the ball game. He just sneaks it in fair, and it's 4-0 in the top of the 7th. Blasted out to center, driven back by the wall, way up there by the pump. It is out of here. Gino multi-homer game. Blast off to center.
Have a game for yourself, Gino.
5-1 on it. And makes the catch. The Mariners homer 3 times. Gino with a pair of them. Now the Mariners pitching staff holds the Astros.
Seattle starter George Kirby pitched very well. He's going to the All-Star game. He allowed just 6 hits and 1 run in 6 2/3 innings, and the Mariners have now won 4 out of 5. Couple of interesting side notes. The Astros did not hit a home run in last night's game. They had a streak of 17 straight games with at least 1 home run. That came to an end. And as you remember correctly, Tommy Malone did not have a very good game on Wednesday night. They have sent him to assignment, and they brought up Isaiah Campbell from AA Arkansas. And by the way, the Mariners are playing right now. Louis Castillo was on the mound for the Mariners. First pitch is a little after 5 o'clock, but don't change the channel. We need the ratings. To the standings. In the American League West, it looks something like this. The Rangers still on top, but the Astros right on their heels. Angels following up on the Astros. The Mariners are back up to 500 after they had their nice victory over the Astros. And, of course, the Athletics, well, they're the Athletics. Well, the Wenatchee Apple Sox are going to have to wait to the second half of the season to punch their ticket to the WCL playoffs. They had a chance last night to do it, but they lost to Port Angeles 3-2. And at the same time, the Bellingham Bells were victorious. They defeated Kamloops 7-5. So the Sox will need to win the second half Northern Division title or grab one of the 2 wild card spots in order to make the playoffs. They had their chance if they didn't do it. By the way, Port Angeles earns its first ever series victory against the Wenatchee Apple Sox and their first ever season series against the Wenatchee Apple Sox. The Apple Sox used to own the lefties. Well, they don't anymore. Apple Sox begin their second half campaign tonight, 6:35 first pitch at Paul Thomas Senior Field against the North Paws. And finally, to the standings we go in the WCL North Division. As you can see, the Apple Sox are currently in second place, but everything starts all over again for the second half of the season, so you can pretty much go 0-0 on the league standings. Bellingham can lose every game in the second half of the season and still make the playoffs by winning the first half Northern Division title. Apple Sox in second place and on down the line. And that, my friends, is sports. Have a great weekend. Dan Coons, host of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. Hope you stay cool. We'll be right back out of the gate on Monday. Let you know exactly how long this heat wave is going to last. It's July in the Wenatchee Valley. It's going to last. How the Mariners do heading into the All-Star break, we'll let you know about that. Apple Sox, of course, begin their second half push for a playoff position. We'll talk about that as well. And everything else you need to start your next work week. It's the middle of summer. It's the dog days of summer. It's Monday. It's Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We'll be here. We're just not going to work real hard.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at NCWLIFE.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@NCWLIFE.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us. Have a great weekend and stay cool out there.
I'm Jenny Rojanasatian, host of Network TV, and I'm looking for you, our next guest, to come on air live at the NCWLIFE studios. We would love to feature your business, organization, or nonprofit and share about the work or innovation happening inside of your organization. It's super easy to come on air. You just need to send us an email. info@ncwtech.org. That's info@ncwtech.org.